We're swinging into this week's episode of the Huddle with Coach Naron, Coach Garcia, and our special guest, Coach McLean. Let's see what's happening with Hereford Athletics.
Congratulations to our 7th and 8th grade girls volleyball A teams for beating Dumas this week. Next week, they will all travel to Pampa. Congratulations to our Lady Whiteface volleyball team for beating Perryton and Borger. Next, they head to Randall, where the freshman game has been canceled, and JV will begin at 11 and varsity will begin at noon as scheduled. Congratulations to our Herd tennis team as they beat Borger 19-0, which sets them up for the first round of playoffs. They will play in the bi-district match against Vernon at Plainview on October 8th at 12:30. The cross-country teams will head to Artesia this week, which includes junior high, JV, and varsity boys and girls. Also, next week, their district meet is on Friday for varsity girls and boys, JV, and varsity, and then Saturday, junior high boys and girls will have their district meet. Good luck to all our teams.
This past week, the junior high boys football team took on Plainview, and next week we'll face the Dumas Demons. We've got the football team back on schedule this week after a bye week. We go to Seminole as the varsity plays the undefeated Seminole Indians. Should be a great matchup. And then next week, the football team starts district against Pampa. So the Whitefaces will be looking to make the playoffs as they go through a tough district schedule. It's hard to believe that we're getting close to the end of a lot of our seasons. We're about 1 month away from girls basketball and boys basketball and wrestling getting underway, and our winter sports getting kicked off, and about 2 months away from the start of soccer season. So we're looking forward to all the great things in store for the rest of our sports this winter. Go Herd!
Coach McLean, thank you for joining us today. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up coaching for Herd Golf?
Yes, thanks, Kara, for joining us out here on this beautiful day at our beautiful golf course. This is my second year at Hereford. I joined the Hereford golf program last year. Before that, I was in the private sector, so coaching is kind of a new for me. But I learned a lot last year, learning a lot this year. That's how I came into this job and program. And so far, it's been great. I enjoy working with the kids and the school. It's just been a very good experience.
Well, we're happy to have you here in Hereford and as our golf coach. Golf kind of has an interesting schedule. You know, most of your competition is really in the spring, but you have a lot of tournaments in the fall to help you prepare for that competition. Can you tell us just a little bit of how that's set up?
So yes, in the fall, we have tournaments and what we call triangulars. The tournaments are during school, the kids will miss school for those, but the triangulars are on the weekends. They don't count as a tournament. We don't have a fall state, we have a spring state. So the fall is just in preparation for the spring season. So in the spring, that's when we will compete in district. So these tournaments and triangulars that we do in the fall are just in preparation for the spring.
Well, that's a lot of fun, and I'm sure, your kids are getting a bunch of good practice so far already, so we're excited to see more from Hereford Golf. You've had a few tournaments already this season, and like you said, the triangulars. How have those gone, and where do you see improvements happening?
So yes, we started off the year with our Hereford tournament here, both boys and the girls. We had a great turnout. A lot of teams from the Lubbock area came to this, to both the boys and girls. I think we had around 90 girls and a little over 100 boys. So that tournament went well. The girls played in the Randall Invitational. We had a really strong appearance over there. And then next week we go to Dumas, the boys and girls. So we're expecting a good turnout there and a great experience for the players. And we do have some work to do. We have some young players on JV that are working hard to kind of earn that spot. Maybe not this year, but in the coming years. Our 4 seniors that we have on the varsity team, They've improved a lot over last year into this year, so we see good things coming from them.
Well, that's exciting. And best of luck to y'all as y'all head to Dumas next weekend. And we hope that you have great results for us.
All right.
Are there any challenges you're expecting to face just as you go forward into the rest of the fall season and even into the spring? And what are y'all doing to kind of prepare for those?
So this district is a very tough district for golf. And so one of the challenges that we've kind of been working on is our short game. Our kids can hit the ball very well, but we've been working a lot on our short game in preparation for these fall tournaments, and which will then help us going into the spring. We still hit the range quite a bit. It's still important to have these guys hitting their irons and their woods, but we've really been focusing on short games. Like we play with this game called 100 in, and where they take 2 balls and hit it 100 yards into the green, and then they practice putting. So that short game is very important to the game of golf. So also one of the challenges in this area is the weather, but it's something that every team has to compete with. But it's definitely something that the season changes from fall to spring.
I'm sure the weather plays a big factor, especially, in the spring it can be pretty unpredictable. So,
Yes.
Having that advantage up here where we get all 4 seasons in 1 week is probably, good whenever you go to tournaments elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you would like to say to Herd fans before we close out today's episode?
Sure. We have our Herd Nightmare coming up on October 13th. It's our annual fundraising event. I strongly support the community to come out to support that, meet our kids, even play in the tournament if they're able to. We also have sponsorships available, but I encourage, golf is a great sport. It's a sport that needs the community support, so I'm proud to be part of the Herd Nation, and go Herd.
Well, thank you for joining us today, and best of luck on the rest of your season this fall and into the spring.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Catch us next week as we tune in with Coach Naron to talk about Herd football. And don't forget to support your golf team. Support their upcoming fundraiser with their Herd Nightmare tournament, and let's go Herd.